I don't think that's something we need to discuss. It just has to be that way, correct?
Yes, sir. In this way, we have all the gates covered no matter what.
Okay. Also, FG wanted somebody to be inside each one of the vehicles at all times, if not most people, so that number one, that the cars don't despawn, they don't disappear, and secondly, so that people are covered from snipers. So let's start enforcing that too.
Yeah. So we'll have maybe two of them guarding, and then the other one keeping the vehicles keeping the vehicles spawned every few minutes. So at least 3 of them in each gate. But 80, we can just block the runways, the paths. So we shouldn't have much trouble with that. But I worry about that bunker. They can climb over and sneak on the right side.
You mean the sandbags?
No, the bunker outside AP wall.
Oh, we don't have a solution for that yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried
about. Because hear me out. I mean, you can drive a bus around all the way there, right? But then you're gonna have to put somebody there so that bus doesn't disappear. I mean, it is a song that needs to be guarded. But are we drawing more attention by getting it guarded?
I would think you could probably put someone at that watchtower at the corner of the wall, just as an early warning system. You know, they can climb that bunker, walk over on the wall, and then just jump onto that tower.
Do we place somebody on top of that container with somebody with a gun on top of that container to prevent that? I mean, what do we do?
I mean, we could. You can see over that wall on the container. But it will take them some time to get over that wall. So if that soldier sees them, they can just run and call for help, possibly.
Okay.
So maybe just one soldier, and then the rest watching runway.
Right.
But what I do is keep those paths blocked with buses.
All right, I'm in agreement. I think everybody's in agreement.
All in favor? All right, majority wins.
It's unanimous.
All right. Does anyone else have something they need to talk about? Anything about the soldiers, about the gates? DFG?
we should. I am in disagreement with FG, and I told them yesterday, in giving people a second chance when they violate army rules, especially when they're shooting each other. He had decided to give a few people a chance. This guy, Batman. How can I forget? So Batman was banned last night. It's a perma ban. It's over money. So we don't have to worry about him. But the other person is still with us, and I'm getting reports that he's been, in the city shooting and doing other activities that he shouldn't be doing. I don't feel, and now I think I'm going to go against FG on this one. I'm going to tell him, of course, but I don't think he deserves a second chance because of the fact that it's not a one instance type of thing. It's not like he messed up and then he won't do it again. He continuously disregards subordination, and even though he's my friend, I won't stand for that.
I agree. If they're given a second chance, I'll be right back.
Jerry? Jerry?
Went to the gate, but nobody was there.
Please kindly leave.
They told me to go to Southgate so I could join.
If you want to join, you cannot be in the uniform. So you have to retire first, and when you retire, you're gonna have a 3 days cool down before you can join. And also, Army hiring are always on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 6 p.m.
Alright, I'll go see how to do that.
Everything is fine.
Yeah, we're having a meeting real quick. Can you come back later?
I'm just taking a and then I can leave. Just a minute.
Okay, I'm back. Where's CFG. Did he leave?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry. Let's continue.
As I was saying, yeah, if there should be a second chance to anyone that shoots their own. If you give it a second chance, like you're only gonna do it again. You're gonna try to get caught this time. I think that should be an immediate dismissal, because that's right there. And these soldiers going off base by themselves, thinking we won't get reports of it. This has to stop. Shooting civilians, shooting gang members, so-called in self-defense. But they say they don't have a BC, so we can't really do nothing about that. And they claim they were quote unquote teleported randomly by an admin.
Although it has happened to me though, during the raid, I've been teleported to other places. But let's say that it's true. What do you do, right? If you are a law-abiding soldier, you respond right back to base. Did you not?
Yeah, the soldier said he tried to grab his vehicle, then he got shot at by gang members. So he shot them back in self-defense. And I guess he killed one of them. Yeah, with no BC, so can't really say it's going to stand in his favor. Especially if the gang member in question has a screenshot of him shooting him. And not only that, he's got the name of that soldier and another one as well. Bad Smokey. Going to Psycho.
So two things are happening here. Obviously, Bad Smokey was, I don't need to see body camera to know that Bad Smokey was, what is it called? Soldier baiting. And of course, his soldier is this guy, and this guy reacts. So I know exactly what happened.
To set up.
GFG. Okay, so something happened today, but I think I'm gonna just explain little and explain the rest to you because you already know who I am. So I'm gonna explain the rest to you on Discord and send you some evidence about it, so it can make sense. So this morning, I think around 3 or 4, I was online with Batman and Smokey came up here with another account, Pokey or Poti something. So Batman killed him when he did not use macros, but he was just trying to like save himself. So Smokey is not going to kill him here today. So Batman respond to what's it called? Batman respond to HP, and he wrote it in chat. I think he used a beach word stuff, and I corrected him that do not use this beach word stuff, do not use the language again. And he was like, okay. But the funny part is that how, yeah, I have it. So how the guy I'm talking about, how he saw the Flobby chat, because I'm not sure gang members can see our Flobby chat, right?
Can't.
They can. Okay, they cannot. Yeah. So Ohami member. I'm not sure Ohami member, or maybe it is still Smokey. Had the screenshots, and Smokey. The rest I'm going to explain it to you. But a report was open about it. Yeah. So that is why I'm asking that, can a gang member, or I feel someone is using or Twitch or Hasi. Oh, right, all right.
When I was fired from PD the first time, I infiltrated PD by watching their live feed. And what happens is that when you're streaming live on Twitch, you can unpublish what you already saved, but you cannot unpublish the live streams. So all it takes is for you to dig a little, put one state on the Twitch, and start searching for people, and then you can see that live streaming. And unfortunately, high-ranking members don't have the common sense to stop their live streaming when they're in high-stake meetings. So gang members are able to information about raids. Gang members are able to get information about actions that they're about to take. And obviously, if, for example, I'm sitting here and I'm firing Jack, right? And I'm just laying it off on Jack, saying, you did this, you did that, and Jack's upset, and I'm watching. I'm gonna come and recruit Jack because Jack is vulnerable to recruiting, to I call it radicalization. He's easily radicalized because he's upset at the fact that he just lost his job. So if I'm watching this, I'm gonna look for Jack. And as soon as I find Jack, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe they fire you. That's awful. And it's just a mental game. And most people fall for it because, you're not in your right mind when you get fired. So that's how all that happens.
All right, copy.
I think that people have been infiltrated. I think that some gang members, especially the Godfathers, they are watching streams from high-ranking members in here and also in PD. Marcus, the chief of police, he was ambushed today by 10 gang members because they knew exactly where he was going. They tased him this morning and they shot him, and then obviously they ridiculized him by stepping over him and doing stuff like that. And so he reached out. He wants to raid him today, but it's going to continue happening until we stop streaming live. What we need to do is we need to use our devices, and for those of us who have little memory, we need to find another recording device that saves into the cloud without streaming live.
I use what's called X Recorder. That's a screenshot. That's a screen recorder app, and I have the option to save the videos to my SD card. So yep, X Recorder.
Okay, so we need to find something like that, but we need to find something that doesn't occupy space in our devices, because even I'm running out of space too. And there's, I keep wasting a lot of time trying to see, okay, watching things twice or three times to make sure that this is something I want to delete or not. If we can find a service that doesn't stream and that saves to the cloud, I think that's what we should institute for everybody, to avoid the leak of information.
Agreed. But I use X-Recorder and it runs just fine. It'll be a little laggy sometimes, but it's a good recorder.
We don't have, I'm sorry to interrupt, Jack, but we don't have, at least I don't have an SD card I can save to. Can you save to the cloud using X-Recorder?
I'm not sure, because I use my SD card.
It is essential that we find a service that does that. So I think that we should take that as a task as generals, so that when we start hiring people, we tell them to use that, because it is obscene, the fact that people are just watching us having meetings, and then information is getting leaked. That aside from the fact that we all have private conversations, and everybody's reading those private conversations. So not only that be embarrassing, but it's also like it's a violation of privacy, in my opinion.
That's why. Go ahead.
So I'm not gonna lie, this is supposed to be like a common sense for everyone using Twitch or any other app to stream, that whenever you are having something private, you should stop it first. Let me talk. That you should stop it first, and after the private conversation between whoever you are having it with, then you continue your.
You can't, Joe. You can't. We're sitting in this meeting, and I have a girl texting me right now, right? And I'm like, stop it. I'm like taping, stop it. And she's like texting me, and I'm like, stop it. It's embarrassing. And if anyone sees this body camera, they're gonna be like, oh, fucking Bandy, So it's and it's not even me, I'm having this meeting with you guys, and I don't want people seeing what people are texting me. It's makes me blush.
You got a secret admirer there, DFG?
Well, I got a couple.
Because you in that uniform, got that rank.
Listen, so I'll do the story later, but it's so let's talk about that. The higher you go, right, the higher rank you go, the more friends you're gonna make, and the more enemies you're gonna make. People are gonna come after you because of jealousies, because of frustrations, and because of what I call the lack of emotional intelligence, or the lack of or because people are emotionally deficient. So people they target you, and then they become obsessed with you, in seeing you downfall. It's happened to me a few times. It's happening to Commando. You got people just they can't move on with their RP lives. They can't just go do something else. They have to troll him. I have people from Covina coming here in disguise, because they want to see what's happening. They want to see what's up, and yeah, I mean, you do get fans, but you also become a part of the tabloids, and sometimes it's not fun. But because of that reason, we really have to be very careful. I mean, we're running an army here, right, guys? So we have to be careful who we talk to, who we share information with. and people's true natures. As an example, Rabbit. Rabbit's playing any hook that he can get. He's playing it. He's talking to Stella. He's talking to FG. He's pretending to be FG's friend and a spy, but at the same time he's taping FG and releasing those tapes to other people, and it's just a bad toxic behavior because he can't move on to something else. I mean, he lost his job, whatever happened. He can't move on. He's still trolling. He's still here. He's still coming after FG, and it happens to everybody. It's not because of FG. It's because of the position that he has. So you're absolutely right, Jack. With the position comes all that drama. Go ahead, Jack.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for all of it. I'll take whatever comes at me. But at least I'll take a look at Maine.
So I'll tell you a story. My previous FG, my first FG, it got to the point where somebody was making fun of her IRL miscarriage. And they would come to her and they would tell her that she was as weak as the baby that she had lost in real life. And it got nasty. I was able to take that person saying that not only to her but to other people. Yeah, I was able to take that person. It is terrible. By the way, I won't tell you who it is because that's metagaming. But he's a police officer here in Mesa. So I can't tell you who it is, obviously, because then you'll all have a preconception about him. But I know what he did, and I got him banned for a month because of that. I was just a little shy of evidence to get him banned forever. But he's a police officer here in Mesa, and obviously I can't treat him any differently because I'm not, we're different characters here. But he saw me the other day and he shit himself. He saw me in the hospital. He's like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" So every time that we have a raid or whatever, he stays away. He doesn't talk to me for obvious reasons. But the reason why he did that is because she didn't pick him as the FG.
Shoot, that's horrible.
Mm-hmm. And that's what she had to endure. She almost had a mental breakdown. IRL, she would cry. She's like, "This is supposed to be a game. This is supposed to be fun. Like, why is this happening?" And the same thing happened to me in Covina. So so be careful what you wish for, man. Like it gets nasty. It gets nasty, and you have to have tough skin. You have to have tough skin.
I do. It does take a lot to make me mad. I have patience. I have patience like a Jedi does.
Okay. I'm pretty tough myself, but I did break down a couple times. I cried, dude. I cried IRL just because how nasty people get. Obviously, I didn't let anybody know. I didn't hold my mic, right? I held my mic so nobody knew, but I was just like bawling one day, and I'm 40, right? I'm grown ass, like I'm older. I'm not a kid, and it got to me, man. Like I was just like, wow. So, but I love this job. I love this game. I love hanging out with you guys. I love planning out different things, and I'm still here, regardless of how nasty people get. But as generals, this is something that you're gonna see. You're gonna see, you're gonna see people coming at you pretending to be friends with different intentions. Always take everything with a grain of salt. It doesn't matter who it is. Take everything with a grain of salt, and always try to investigate what are people's true intentions.
Should we also take this time to implement bodyguards?
I think we should. Mr. Asher had started a unit called the Special Task Force or the Security Task Force, in which he was going to hire or recruit people to become bodyguards. I believe that each one of us need at least one person with protection, a good shooter, so that you have that person always, take care of your car and take care of your meetings, and when you're not there, not speak on your behalf, but at the very least, be able to reach you on Discord, kind of like a partnership, right? You and a partner. Obviously, FG. If it's me, I would list it to people with FG at all times. Maybe at least one, but maybe two. And Ashu was working on that. So definitely, talk to Ashu, find somebody you want to partner up with, and see if he'll approve that person, because Ashu that's his forte. He does background searches on people. He finds out what server they came from, what they did on that server, and he's very good at it.
That's good. That's good. Sniper, you came in kind of late. You got anything to say? Questions, comments, concerns?
No, none for me.
Oh. Go ahead, Ray.
Oh no, I was saying no questions for me. Only for the bodyguard thing. I don't think we have the personnel yet for to have assigned bodyguards. We barely have the minimum to guard gates, just like just like right now. People are pretty busy with their NRP real life. So I think once we get the base a little bit more active, then we can start giving them more personal roles, such as bodyguards, and whatever divisions we're planning on opening up later on as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I also think we should have some sort of council in regards to choices made for soldiers. We should do a vote on either firing or the amount of laps they got to do, or reprimands. Consulting. Unless it's already clear what's going to happen.
And yeah, I agree with you.
I believe. Yes. I believe the generals should be what I would call gate commanders. They'll take over each gate, supervise the soldiers there. But yeah, I think we should definitely have a general's council. Or at least have the sergeant majors. Yes. Of course, the FG will always have the last say. Or the DSG. Anything Anything else we need to discuss? Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. We do. Well, I'm still stuck at Major General, so.
I'm gonna push for FG to choose second DFG this upcoming week. If you guys are interested, submit an application. It's very simple. It's nothing weird, nothing special. Just in a Discord message, just put, what you've done before, why you think you should be the FG, and what you can bring to the table. Just sell yourself. I'll send it to this is FG's decision, so I have nothing to do with it. All I'm doing is gathering everybody's information, everybody who's interested, and I'm gonna put it together, and then I'm gonna put it on his desk for him to make a decision. He's gonna ask my opinion, and I'm going to refrain from giving my opinion because I don't want to be an influence in that decision. I want him to make that decision as the faction leader, and whoever is a second DFG, I am in agreement to just work as a peer, to not be in conflict with that person, and to make this faction work. Reason for which I will not give an opinion. But what I will do is I will put the information together so that it's neatly stacked on FG's desk, so he can just review it and then make his decision, because ultimately that's how it should be.
I mean, he's on the game.
Me, I'm out. I can't go for it, so whoever is ready can go for it.
What is FG busy right now? Is he on a different meeting?
I'm not sure. He won't tell me. He just said he was busy.
All right.
Did you read what he said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make sure that you're all taping.
I have my footage.
Alright, whoever that has the footage should send, because I don't have anyone here with me.
Give him a copy, please.
Anything else we should discuss?
I think Mr. Psycho and Mr. Sniper, did you copy the FG?
I sort of missed most of them, but that's why I don't know. Can you guys say that again?
Just send them right now. Send FG at 10-4. Right now.
The radio chats.
Okay, perfect. I didn't see yours.
Mine?
No, General, sir.
Mr. Psycho.
Okay, let's do this. Let's adjourn the meeting right here so that we can stop taping, and then we'll deal with Mr. Psycho in a minute. But let's send him what we have so that he has it, and he doesn't feel weird about the general's meeting without him.
All right. Stopping video.